All right, so what are we doing for graphing? We have to be able to identify key features. To do that, we need to get a factored form, right? So if we're going to determine each asymptote and coordinates of the intercepts and the removable discontinuity, we need to know that we're going to get a factored form first. So for the first one, 2x squared plus x minus 3, we can factor the numerator, we can factor the denominator. The domain is going to be all real numbers except for when the denominator is 0. The horizontal asymptote will come from the ratio of the leading coefficients if we have the same degree. Vertical asymptote will come from the denominator once I've simplified. X-intercept is going to come from the numerator once I'm simplified. Right? Y-intercept, once I'm simplified, what value if I am able to equal 0, if x is 0 is not excluded from the domain. And then the whole, well, if x equal 1, we're okay, because I'm excluding x is equal to 1. It's a removable discontinuity. But if it were okay, I'd have 2 times 1 plus 3, and I have 1 minus 4. So I'd add 5 in the numerator, negative 3 in the denominator. So let's do that for our other example. Right, so factoring the numerator, that's going to be x plus 5, x minus 2. The denominator, I'll start factoring out a 2, and that's going to be 2x squared, 2 times x squared minus 4. So that's x plus 5, x minus 2, all over 2 times x plus 2, x minus 2. All right, so domain, all real numbers, right? But x is not negative 2, x is not positive 2. Horizontal asymptote, y is 1/2. Vertical asymptote, x is negative 2. X-intercept as coordinates, numerator. Y-intercept as coordinates. What if x is 0? The removable discontinuity. Right? If x could be 2. If x could be 2, the numerator would be 7. And the denominator would be 2 plus 2 times 2, which would be 8. So you have to be able to identify everything correctly to then be able to come back and draw in graphs. You might draw graphs based on transformations. You might draw graphs based on identifying your information. If you have a hole, you should include the hole. Just notice that for this particular problem, we did not include the hole at negative 2, negative 1/2. So we're going to come back and adjust to make sure that we do include our hole at negative 2, negative 1/2. Sometimes we forget. Sometimes we're working quickly. And that doesn't mean we don't know what we're doing. We just have to be careful with our work. So be able to identify key features by factoring. If you have holes, make sure that you do sketch the holes into your graphs. Be able to identify transformations to draw your graphs. Always label your asymptotes, their equations, and draw them in. But the big piece is, can we identify those key features? Thank you for your time. Appreciate you.